Good morning, everybody. It's another day at Sawyer's Maple Farm, and as you can see, the weather's looking a little different out here. Still got some leaves in places, but you see those sugar woods behind me, pretty well void of any maple leaves. Most of the trees have all turned and lost their leaves already, and so gives us perfect time to get out in the woods and get some tree trimmed. Got a lot of undergrowth and brush that's kind of grown up around our and along our maple lines, the main lines especially. And so we're gonna go see if we can thin that out a little bit and make it look a little nicer. So come along and we'll show you what we're getting done out here. So what we got going on here is, you kind of look down behind me and you see that's our trail. And we put it here years ago because there was a skid trail here anyways, for when they logged. And so it just made sense to put our snowmobile trail here. Since then, we've been running out here in the fall and with our ATV, or actually it's a UTV. Technically it's an Argo, it's a 6x6, all-wheel drive monstrosity. That's what we were just bouncing around in. I'll introduce you to Normandy later. But anywho, it, as water will do on a hill, it proceeds to erode said hill. So part of our brush cutting thing is we're gonna take all this brush and we're gonna throw it in this here, and it's gonna do a couple things. It's gonna give us better traction on the trail, instead of all this slippery mud, especially in the fall and the spring. It's just mucky. And then it's also gonna help keep it from eroding. So So that's what we're doing while we're cutting out the main line, which is looking pretty darn sharp, if I do say so myself. I like it. We're just getting along the main lines, probably about, I don't know, 6 feet to either side. And then we'll put this main line behind me. See, we're working on this one here. That one and that part of that conductor. And then maybe next year, we'll see what time allows, we'll get into the woods and get all of that beachy junk out of here. I don't want it. We're gonna get rid of it. It's like it's a jungle. I mean, you try to work on tubing in there when you got beech trees slapped in your face. It's not fun. So, but it's been on the to-do list for quite some time. Just haven't gotten to it. We've had so many other things to do. This is all leased land that we're on, and the landowner really wanted us to get into new patches of maple as they had them ready once they were done logging all the other stuff out around them. So that's kept us busy the last, I don't know, almost 15 years now. So that meant all this stuff had 15 years to grow and get that much bigger and that much harder to cut. But by tomorrow, we should have a new DeWalt brush cutter to work with too. So that'll speed things up. Right now, my sister is running around with a pair of loppers and I got the chainsaw. So it should speed things up drastically. So cool. Well, we'll go get some more cutting done and show you what we got going. All right, so it's been a week or so, and as promised, I will talk to you about our Normandy. Ooh, hello, a lot of sun there. So it's now hunting season, so some of us are wearing orange because our electric chainsaws aren't very noisy. So what we got here, let me spin this around so I can really show you, is an Argo. It's a Canadian built thing, 6-wheel drive. When it's all working, and stick steering. So you want to turn right, you pull back on the right hand lever. So it's like driving a tank basically. And this thing is got the suspension design of, say, a World War I original tank, which means it has nothing. They are apparently prone to having bearings go on the inside. So that's got to go to the shop once I get another wheel so we can get on here and actually drive it on a trailer and get it to the shop. So that is the Argo. But this thing's a beast. This thing will go about anywhere. Yeah, this thing will go just about anywhere, especially if we put tracks on it. It'll go, we can drive over small trees and go through mud holes because it'll float on top with the tracks on for the most part, unless it's really, really soupy. But even then, it's amphibious. Well, if I put the plugs in the bottom of the machine, that is. Anyways, yeah. Without the plugs, it is not amphibious. It will fall or sink and fill up with water. So, ask me how I know. So, with that out of commission, we finally got ourselves a new ride. This thing is pretty nice, and it's about to get its first spin into the woods. I don't think we can take it very far though, because the roll cage on top, I think a lot of our main lines are probably about this high, and obviously this is this high, so we're gonna go take it for a spin. Ah, you barely feel the bumps. This is great. Yes, indeed, folks. This is a big improvement over the Argo.
As always, folks, if you like our videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.